And it says we're live. It's Thursday night. And of course, I'm in a bit of a festive spirit. Sorry for the slight delay. We got a couple of things going on here.
It's crooked.
Yeah, Starscream Wife is pretty crooked this evening about many things. But she'll come around. She'll come around as she settles into. Yes, she will. To be fair, she's been working. I gotta adjust this light a bit, I think. She's been working super hard the last couple days. Like, when I say super hard, I mean like she's worked 24 hours in 2 days. So it's been a couple of really long days, which is not kind of helping the cause. I've had some long days. Of course, we're heading toward the holidays. You know what? It'll all work out in the end. I know, but the stress is kind of a little overwhelming at the moment. Of course, I'm here. You're beautiful. It's time for GotBot Goes live. We have some of last week's show that we got to cover tonight. We have a little bit of news from this past week as well. We're going to do not one but two trivia because, of course, we missed it last week. And we're going to do the holiday unboxing. So we got some stuff to cover. I'm going to get things set up here while we are getting going. Again, guys, I'm a little bit sorry about the delay. The weather is nice tonight. I don't think we're going to have any power outages like we did before. This should be a good time. We are, getting into the whole holiday theme of things and whatnot. Hope you guys are having a tremendous week as we head into the festive season. And see if I can take care of some stuff here. We'll take that out and I'll pull that out like that. Let's just go up and check in here. Hey, Ultra Megatronus. Hey, Mr. Rivas. Dragonfly, happy you're here, buddy. Boss Gunny, happy you're here. As we go down here. Hey, Ken. Blue. Yes, 9 days, buddy. Armor Convoy, happy you're here, buddy. Jay, glad you're here. Catpin, happy to see you. Big M, Maximal 10. Lee. And I've seen a couple of congrats in there. Guys, thank you very much. Yes, we just hit 5,000 subs. Actually, we are at 5,002 the last I looked. And I can't do what I do without each and every one of you. So thank you so very much. Of course, now that we've hit 5,000 in the offing, we'll say, I'm not exactly sure when. It probably won't be until now after the holidays. We are going to do the 5 for 5K giveaway that I've been talking about for when we hit 5K. So we will get to that probably in the beginning of the new year. So yeah, huge thank you there. We are going to take a moment. We're going to do a moment of silence for Mr. Henry Orstein. For those who don't know, he passed away at the age of 98, and he is really one of the main catalysts, pitchmen, if you will, that linked Takara's Diaclone and Microman to Hasbro to become Transformers. So kind of the last bastion, if you will, of a linkage going back to the beginning of the relationship between Takara and Hasbro to give us the Transformers that we all kind of know and love. So a moment of silence for him, if you will. Okay, so we don't want to be down too much because, of course, this is the holiday season. But you know what? We do have to kind of show that respect to someone who has had a big hand in what it is that we enjoy. Gremlins in your laptop? That sounds rough, man. Thank you, Maximal 10. I appreciate it, buddy. Houston, we have a problem. Gears is not responding. Gears yelling, and boy, then you say I'm a problem, and I'll give you a problem. Okay. Waiting for that Tigertron review. Yeah, he'll be up and coming, buddy. Cranky, why? It's long days, man. Just long days. That's all. It's a lot going on, man, leading up to the holidays, right? And yeah, and she does tend to get hangry. Actually, I'm going to try and motor through some stuff tonight, even though we have a lot to cover, because I haven't had supper yet either. Joe Pesci as Huffer. Interesting choice. It's going all right. Lego Man, it's going all right. Okay, so let's get into the, I can actually get rid of this. Let's get into a bit of the news now from last week. Get that out of the way first and foremost. First things first, apparently it's possible that John Barber might be done with IDW, and this might be an augur of things to come concerning the end of IDW's licensing of the Transformers franchise. It looks like Skybound is making a play on an angle to get that license to make comic books. They, of course, are the company run by Kirkman, who, of course, does The Walking Dead. So it seems like they might be trying to kind of move into another major franchise with Transformers. I've never been an IDW fan. I don't, to be fair, I'm not, I was never a fan of Transformers comics. It didn't speak to me, but if you're a fan of it, I'd be interested to know, would you like to see it stay with IDW or would you like to see it go to Skybound? What would kind of be your take on it? But is John Barber gone? I don't know. There's a rumor there. They had a job posting up for like some sort of an editor. So I don't know if it's for certain, but it's been in the talks, It's been in the talks. I want to give a huge shout out to our newest patron as well, Arc Neo. I appreciate him coming on board for sure. Let's talk about a little bit of rebranding, if you will. The upcoming Lift ticket was originally slated to be a Selects release, a Generation Selects release. And Black Zarek was noted as being the first Generation Selects Titan class offering. Well, as it turns out, word has it, and according to packaging, both of these are now considered part of the Legacy branding rather than Selects. So the Titan class, the first Titan class for Legacy seems to be Black Zarek, while the first Legacy Selects, I guess, is apparently going to be Lift Ticket. 2 mold reuses as a start to the franchise or a start to the next chapter, we'll say. I don't know. That being said, at least you're choosing 2 really good ones because the Scorponok is terrific, and honestly, the Hoist is terrific. So I can get behind it. Honestly, I can get behind it. So I'll get rid of that as well. Anything else there? I don't think there's anything else there. So I'm going to... That's trivia that's still there, but I'm going to go on here. We saw a bunch of images now of Ratchet, not the least of which this week is images of him partially transformed. These ones came from Takara. I think that's really interesting because his legs, the way that they unfurl, kind of become the front of the vehicle up under his chest, while his arms kind of go back. I think it's an inspired design, and I think it's an inspired look for him. Very interesting look, very Cybertronian, of course. One of the things that came out of the Roundtable, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, is that in the Bumblebee movie, we had robot modes for several of these characters. No vehicle modes. So they had the flexibility and the play to kind of take a very true to animation robot mode and sort of get really creative with the transformation to give us a Cybertronian inspired vehicle mode. And some of them are really, really interesting. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But the Ratchet, I think, is a real success. I wish his crest was black, personally. Some people prefer the red, and that's cool too. I think the transformation on him is going to be one of those where you'll say, you know what? Whether he's for you or not, it's a really intriguing transformation. That's what I'm feeling. I guess we'll see. We also saw some images of Brawn from Studio Series. Great robot mode. His head looks like an egg, but it did in the film as well. In terms of his alt mode, it's out there. Very Cybertronian for sure. But I feel like the real money with him is the robot mode. Iron Factory showed off their Lio Convoy, basically. But it's not really their Lio Convoy. It is their Samurai Lio Convoy. And he looks very interesting, but he turns into a... see if I can say this. Manticore, which is basically like a lion-dragon hybrid thing. It's definitely a stylized take on a samurai version of Lio Convoy. It's really weird, but it looks really cool at the same time. TFCon had an X-Transbots version of, I think, Lift Ticket as an exclusive. Looks pretty good if you like Lift Ticket. We also had a blue Cliffjumper. I don't know who it was supposed to be. I think it was based on Toro. Maybe that was his name, Toro. I guess they're okay. I wasn't they were for TFCon Toronto. Not huge for me, but, to each their own, I guess. Selects. We saw a picture of what many are calling a possible Selects Diaclone coloration of Ironhide. Interesting. I look at it and think, yeah, it's definitely that Diaclone looking Ironhide, but I feel like that is ripe for being used as shattered glass Ironhide. Ripe for it. The reds and the blacks, man, they're there. Little bit of paint work, but I could see me getting that as a shattered glass version of Ironhide. In for it. Honestly, that Siege Ironhide mold was terrific. It really was, in my estimation anyway. I thought it was great. I'm down for it. What else do we have here? The Cliffjumper, by the way. I think that was by Ocular Max, if I'm not mistaken. What else do we have? Buzzworthy Cliffjumper and Cup. We talked about this last week. It has come to my attention now that indeed the apparently has been removed. The scratches, if you will, on Cup are actually animation accurate to the movie, including down on his leg one. That's really cool. The coloration is slightly different from the studio series. The Cliffjumper has a brighter, more vibrant red, and of course he has the G1 coloring. I still don't see the point in double dipping and getting both. If you do, cool. I don't see the point of it, but if you missed either of those other ones, these might be worth getting. I'm not getting them. Red Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal and reformatted Megatron. They're out locally here. I don't know. They're not for me. I still think the Primal, like the gun metal looks a little too dark. It should be a little more silvery. The reformatting Megatron, I didn't really like the regular Megatron, so this isn't for me. Might be for you. We saw the Ultra Magnus in the knockout. I think the Ultra Magnus is a disaster. The paint was atrocious on the sample that we saw images of, with one of the chest windows not even fully painted. I thought it looked bad, personally. It's not the Magnus for me. I did think, however, that knockout looked tremendously good. I really, really did. It's a shame he doesn't transform, but man, he looks really, really good. The Revenge of the Fallen Studio Series Sideswipe apparently is out not only in Canada. I've heard it's out locally. I haven't seen it, so I really don't know. Rise of the Beasts. Cars and notes about production in Peru became very interesting. Peru has never had this kind of scale of production before, so there were a lot of challenges that came up. I thought it was an interesting interview that was done with one of the production people. Are you looking at me?
Are you wearing my Christmas hat?
I'm wearing a Christmas hat. I'm wearing the one I wore today. I didn't know who owned what one, so I wore it today to work.
You suck.
Is this yours?
Probably.
I don't know. I took them all in my hands, and I'm trying to figure out who owned what, and I don't know who owned what one.
This is the shabby one.
Is mine the shabby one still?
Yes, because I got a new one, and that looks like mine because it's nice and fluffy.
I don't have headlights or nothing, so it's all right. Well, see, this is Starscream wife. She'll be okay when she gets some food and when she gets all festive-y and stuff. Just saying. G1 poster. I've already talked about that and how it had all of the weird, I don't even know what you call it, third party apparently kind of characters on it. The G1 tech spec for Skywarp, that has been explained as well. It was mixed up with Starscream's Bob Budiansky kind of confirmed it. Cool, I guess. I already talked about that. Draculus is out in Canada, in the US, in the UK. I feel like the best price for him is in the US. I feel like I've heard that the UK is pretty pricey, and he's definitely pricey here, so he's out kind of everywhere. The Roundtable, let's run through that real quick. B-Movie RC, apparently coming in May, looks glorious. She looks really, really beautiful in both modes. I like the alt mode. It is a stylized Cybertronian car, but man, she looks really good, and I'm very, very impressed with that. Let's see. The bots and alt mode, I already talked about that. A bigger shockwave than core class. Everything is on the table, and we could very much expect to see different size classes for a lot of these characters. I'm thinking that we're going to get a core class Soundwave at some point or something. February 1st, 22 release date for really a lot of these Bumblebee movie, guys. Some unscrupulous people have bought them from overseas, but apparently word is the release date for the Bumblebee movie, guys, is February 1st, 2022. Now, as an addendum to that, the Soundwave, the Voyager Soundwave, has already been seen at U.S. retail. So, street date, we don't need no stinking street date. Let's see. The biggest challenges in design were Soundwave and Brawn. I can believe it. Brawn's alt mode is bonkers. Apparently, Soundwave is a hovercraft? Hovercraft? I feel like the concept art that was shown for Soundwave looked a lot more like a presentable hovercraft than what we got in the end. Like, I feel like what we got in the end isn't quite what the concept art had. Speaking of concept art, we saw concept art for the Legacy bulkhead. We all know that I think the actual bulkhead is trash. But I found the concept art acceptable. And I think now I know what my problem is with it, more than the boxiness. I think my two biggest problems is that there doesn't seem to be much behind him. Not enough anyway, not for my taste. And his arms and legs seem too lanky and thin. They should be thicker. Now, some people have said maybe if they were thicker, the vehicle mode wouldn't work out. You should have engineered it better then. I feel like the body is too big for the arms and the legs. That's what I think I've landed on with that. Slammer can become a tower. We've now seen the tower. Cool. I can't wait to have Slammer to go with Metroplex specifically. Really, really actually excited about Slammer. And I'm excited about Pipes. We've also seen Pipes. Some people got Pipes now. He's come out. I don't have him, so I'm kind of sad. But man, oh man. Yeah, Pipes and Slammer in for them for sure. There was word of a Legacy Inferno. I don't know if this is a Beast Wars Inferno or what. And I've heard a rumor of a Shattered Glass Blaster. I have heard nothing other than those two rumors. I don't even know where they came from. But a Legacy Inferno and a Shattered Glass Blaster. I have heard, take that with a huge grain of salt. I have heard absolutely no confirmation, no evidence other than a very clandestine rumor. Would I be in for a Shattered Glass Blaster and a Legacy Inferno? I don't know. I'd have to see them, but I'm intrigued. I'll say that. I'm definitely intrigued. Let's do.
Give me my Sen hat.
Take it. Whatever. Yeah, this feels more right anyway.
Mine's nicer.
Yours is nicer, but I'm nicer.
Actually, this is Braden's.
Ha! 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 So it's not even yours anyway.
Either way, it's not yours.
Okay, I don't think that Braden would care if I wore his hat. Okay, let's get to the first round of trivia, shall we? And that way it'll give me a chance to kind of go back here and check in with you guys in the chat. First round of trivia. This one came from last week. On what planet did Cyclonus and Scourge find Galvatron after he was ejected from Unicron? On what planet did they find him? Did they find him on Dominus, A, on Thrall, B, on Pequod, D, C, or on Brawl, D? So was it on Dominus, Thrall, Pequod, or Brawl? Which one? Which one? A, B, C, or D? It's a hard question. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to go up and I'm going to see what I missed because I know you guys were talking and stuff there. I gotta go up here. It might have been around. Starscream Wife is hangry. She is hangry. Yeah. Lego says he gets hangry too.
Is it 2 trivia this week?
2 trivia, yeah. Here's hoping you hit 10K by the middle of the next year. Me too, buddy. Fingers crossed, Mind Wipe. Fingers crossed. Onward and upward, baby. Let's get to those 5. We're at the 4 digits. Let's get to those 5 digits, man. I can't really wait for the best and worst of GotBot 2021. That's going to make me go down like a couple of thousand subs or something. I don't think people are going to like it. But here's the thing. This week's countdown is actually What do you think were the best figures in the War for Cybertron trilogy across Siege, Earthrise, and Kingdom? What were the best? The voting is out there. Then we're going to do the fan voted best of 2021. Then we're going to do the fan voted worst of 2021. And then we're going to do my best and worst of 2021. So it'll be an interesting kind of few weeks coming up now. Been writing a Christmas story. Surrounded by You, it's making fun of, but can be one at a time. My friend reads the comics. I have a few. I don't know. I have a few too, but I haven't really read them. I haven't read the comics. And some nice art. The story is not the whole family, no real names. Just GotBot You, Tessa. Keep in mind that the crazy Christmas story won't make sense. Wild. Jay wants Studio Series RC. I bet you she'll be fine. She'll be fine, right, Jay? She'll be fine. Already did a custom Shattered Glass Ironhide. Yeah, a lot of people use the Theseus drone to do that. I felt like it was too much work to use that one, but I mean, to each their own. Plus, I wanted to use it as more kind of guards for my Quins. I need to finish on paper, literally paper pencil. Good for you, Blue. I talked to Hasbro, and apparently the buzzworthy Cliffjumper and Cup, they got rid of the clear plastic. I called due to two messed up figures, Puffer and Road Ranger set. I didn't get that set, so I don't know much about it. Stupid GotBot head in not even her Santa hat. I don't want to share. You really do need some food. Dracula's is cool. I like honestly, I don't have Dracula's. I'm not paying a later price for it. But I like Mind Wipe. A lot of people were hard on it. I like Mind Wipe, so I have no doubt Dracula's is a bit of fun. No one can help. Happy holidays, Starscream wife. Oh, okay. I'm loving JP93. See, people want you to be happy.
Dragonfly said Merry Christmas.
Did he?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say your name. Heard Walmart had them out at retail. Happy holidays, everyone. Merry Christmas, Dragonfly. Go down here. And I know I'm playing some catch up here. And anybody got the Reebok crossover Jurassic Park pumps? No, but I have seen them. Interesting look on them. I would want Legacy Bulkhead with Theseus drone. Interesting. He's got no junk in the trunk. Happy holidays to you too, Larkin. Always a gent. Thank you for being here. Of course, Super Chat, Super Fan. I really appreciate it, buddy. And everybody knows. Larkin, look, and everybody knows what Larkin offers and what he sells. Go to a store. Do yourself a favor and get some of those items because you know what? Really everything that he adds, I think it's an Etsy store. Larkin can confirm that. I'm pretty sure it's through Etsy. And like, he does nice work. Everybody knows he does nice work, man. Do yourself a favor. Give yourself a Christmas tree. On the subject of pipes, I've got pipes today, and I was like, get in my life. I envy you, Keldeo. JP93, 75% clear plastic. Whoa, wild. As we go down here. My hat's fine. I'm okay with my hat. Pipes I've got has 0 loose joints. Nice. Someone should got an Energon purple Santa hat. Interesting. It'd be interesting.
Would be cool.
It would be cool. I love purple. Purple is my favorite color, by the way. What do you think about the Fire Guts Fans Hobby Optimist? Beautiful. Honestly, gorgeous. Really gorgeous. I love Double Evil. Thinking about splurging. Do it. I mean, it wouldn't fit with my particular collection, but honestly, Ken, if you're thinking about it, do it. I don't want the drone for Ironhide. Double Evil is pretty darn impressive. Absolutely, Larkin. Still searching for pipes, Slammer. I don't think they're out in Canada yet. So I wish I could be searching for them, but I don't think they're out in Canada yet. Do you have the hat sorted out? Oh, I didn't know. Hey, Super Robot Ed. Okay, so I only saw one answer, man, for the trivia. Was it? Where did I miss it?
Dragonfly is B, Mr. Rivas is A.
Okay, B, Thrall, B, B. Oh, yeah, okay. It must have jumped down. I apologize for that. B, A. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, someone should do. Okay, it was after that. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, to the first trivia is B, Thrall. Yeah, he was on Thrall. By the way, Bowl is a home of a stellar cartography archive. Who knew? Okay, so that's that done, and that's that done. And now a couple of notes from this week's kind of. I'll spit this out in a minute. This week's news and notes. Let's talk about our buddy Joe Troutman, of course, worked with Flint Dilley, and they did those shorts, those stop motion shorts. And last week, I was in the midst of kind of reviewing the 10,000 Pardons. It was a nice job. I think I pretty much covered everything there. They did great work. The animation was done very nicely in Hong Kong. The voice acting was great. You were really able to kind of pick up, especially I found Greg and John. John voiced Scourge. Then we have this week the discontinued What Do You Mean? And this was Jazz, basically replying to the fact that he was being discontinued after the 86 movie, I think it was. And they were bringing in new lines and new characters. And the narrator is Greg, and he was hilarious. He did a really nice job. The best animation there, the best part of that, well, the two best parts of that was the fact that Jazz was voiced by Stan Bush. You can't replace Scatman Carruthers. You just can't do it. Too distinctive. Bless you. I thought it was very interesting that they used Stan, and we got the touch in there as well, which was really nice. And he did a nice job, honestly. Like the voice acting chops on him were just fine. They were great. Loved Blur. Loved the animation. Loved hearing John do the voice. It was a real treat there. I couldn't be happier with it. Honestly, it was short, but it was fun. It was really fun. Speaking of stop motion, tomorrow evening, I haven't got the time worked out yet for the premiere, but tomorrow evening we are going to premiere a very Transformers Christmas 6, Shockwave's Shock. It's only about 10 minutes this year, so tomorrow evening, by all means, come back. Let everyone know. Come back. Join the premiere. I'll do it as a premiere. We'll be in the chat. We'll have a little bit of fun, about 10 minutes of it. And hopefully a nice way to help kind of kick off your Christmas season, your weekend before Christmas. And hopefully you can have a bit of fun with me then. So we're going to do that tomorrow. That's going to be tomorrow. So no review tomorrow. Tomorrow is actually a stop motion premiere. What else do we have here? And I got that done. Cup and Cliffjumper, I already talked about. In Canada, Combine and Roll Wheelgrim is out. Grimlock is the upper body. Wheeljack are a pair of pants. You slam them together. It's like Crash Combiners. They're junk. 3-0 Deluxe Optimus Prime. The Revenge of the Fallen Optimus Prime. It's gorgeous. Doesn't transform, but boy, is that thing beautiful. But would you expect anything less from 3-0? What they do is high-end and gorgeous. This is no different. I already talked about Skybound making a play for the license. I already talked about Red Knockout and Ultra Magnus and how Ultra Magnus is not good. At least the paint job was awful. Why they didn't choose a better sample, I don't know. The Knockout is good. It's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. I wish it transformed. Mechanic Studios and Dr. Wu showed off a very small 8 centimeter tall version of Movie Wheelie. I have Mohawk. It's quite functional, built well, solid for something so small. I expect the Wheelie to be just as good. I also have their Beast Box and Squawk Box. There you go. Well done. Fun. I expect this Wheelie to be very well done. If you haven't treated yourself to the little Dr. Wu lads, do it. They're really great. Flame Toys showed up there for Acid Storm. I like the green used. It's a very bright, brilliant, neon-y, toxic, wasty type of green. Yeah, makes sense. It looks very acidic. It looks like if you touched Acid Storm, you'd burn yourself with acid. Like, it's really, really beautifully painted. And I feel like the look is a Tetra Jetty type of look. So I feel like it matches Acid Storm nicely. Tomi Club Muchi Muchi. I don't know if I'm saying that right. They are doing some plushes, basically. There's an Optimus head. There's a Bumblebee head. I guess they're pillows. There's a Decepticon logo, an Autobot logo, and then there's one that has like all kind of 4 on it. Tigatron, Scorponok, in-box reissues have been shown. The Tigatron looks like it is, I've mentioned this before, the Japanese version looks beautiful. Honestly, really gorgeous. And the Scorponok, I think it's more of a gunmetal gray than the stark black that the original was. If anything, I think that the reissue of Scorponok is better than the original. If you wanted to do some custom work like my original Beast Wars Scorponok, you could save yourself some hassle by getting the new one. And I don't think you're going to have to paint the gray on that one. I think that's pretty accurate for the most part. Certainly more accurate than what the black was. I look forward to seeing more of them out of package, especially the Scorponok. Soundwave out in the US, I already mentioned the Bulkhead concept art, the Bumblebee Ratchet, the YOLO Park Playmo Optimus Prime kit. It's huge. If I was holding it in my hand, it'd be for sure, I'd say this big. Like it's a good foot. It's a good Combiner Wars combiner size, if not even bigger than that. But again, it looks absolutely brilliant. Super 7 in the news again, man. They're really kind of pumping out a lot of product. Their Golden Lagoon, Optimus Prime, Megatron have been spotted at US retail. Super 7 is not my thing, but I gotta admit that the Golden Lagoon versions, they look cool. They're still going to be highly limited, but they look cool. I think it would be really interesting to have a Golden Lagoon shelf. But that's just me. Let's do trivia number 2, and then we're going to get to the festive Christmas unboxing. And there's a few things down here that we're going to take a look at. But trivia number 2. You ready? You ready for this? Here's trivia number 2. And again, I'll check in with you guys while I am waiting on answers. What does Perceptor make to protect against cosmic rust? Does he make A, Astroguard? Does he make B, Hammertite? Does he make C, Alloy X? Or does he make D, Corostop? Does he make A, Astroguard, B, Hammertite, C, Alloy X, or D, Corostop? I'm going to check in with you guys a little bit. And now, going up here a bit. See what you guys have had to say here. I know I missed a little bit here. One of my Christmas purchases of the Generation Selects G2 Megatron, the upgrade kit from Larkin's Etsy shop. There you go. Yeah, and actually, it's a nice kit. It is a nice kit. Absolutely. I do like the Cup and Cliffjumper redecos, but I really don't know if I'm going to rebuy. I'm not rebuying. I don't see rebuying. The only way I would is if somebody wanted my custom Cliff and Cup, then I'd replace them. I'd be cool with that. But otherwise, like, I'm not rebuying it. It's ironic that Grimlock is paired with Wheeljack. Why is that ironic? And I'm legit at. Never mind. I know why it's ironic. Duh. It's been a long day for me too. Those scratches on Cup's windows are actually part of the deco. Yeah, I said that already, Sovereign Knight. I talked about that earlier. Not Lane. Hey, Marcus. Hey, Timmy. 2022 is going to be pretty bare for Transformers media. It is. It's going to be pretty bare for a lot of Transformers stuff. Hey, Triple R. Never fair, for he is here. We already done a moment of silence as well for Henry Ornstein. For those who don't know, we done that to kind of start us off here. Everybody's saying C, which is Alloy X. We have a D from Triple R. Lots of D's now as I'm coming down. Lots of D's coming down. Starscream Wife is going with D, and the answer is a lot of A lot of mix between C's and D's. I know you weren't here when I talked about it. That's right. You did have the arm cover sent to me, so you did. The answer is D. Coro stop. It actually is D. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Okay, so let's get into the last thing, the most important thing tonight. We're going to get into the holiday unboxing. First things first. So at work, we've been doing a Secret Santa where there are like 4 days of little things, like maybe $3, $4, like something that you would get from like the dollar store and a few things like that, right? And today I got some Lindt chocolates. I do love Lindt chocolates. If you don't have Lindt chocolates, then I feel sad for you. But they are delicious, very like rich, creamy chocolate. But I also got good old Montoy, buddy. Good old Montoy. This came from my Secret Santa at work. I've seen these ones in the box. We all know what old Montoy is like, right? I don't know. This came from work. I don't know. I'm looking forward to kind of getting that out. I appreciate everything that I've gotten this week from my Secret Santa. I don't know who it is, but I feel like that one is a little bit. That one's going to be interesting. Some of the Montoy stuff has been good. I got some of the Beast Wars stuff, and it's been all right. Thank you for helping her guess correctly. What the heck is that? I'm really hoping they pass anti-scalping laws. They might. It's not going to stop it, though. Montoy's for the win or fail, right? Okay. Next, I think we'll go with this bag. Now, this bag comes from Maximal 10. And if you guys have been around the last couple of years, what we get from Maximal 10 is very often not good. Now, apparently there's also something in here for Starscream Wife.
Ooh, me.
I thought that you were all cranky, like, I'm not going to go and visit the family, and I am the Grump and the Grouch. Oh, but you want a present when it comes, hey?
Present.
Okay, would you like to open the card?
Yeah.
Okay, he gave us a card. I'm going to let Starscream Wife open the card. Usually you end up sitting on the floor and playing with the stuff while I'm doing the unboxing on the holiday edition here.
Here's it. Heard you made the naughty list.
That sounds like us. That certainly sounds like Starscream Wife.
Nice work. Oh, and Merry Christmas.
Oh, and a Merry Christmas. And of course that is from Maximal 10. So let's see what's in here.
Thank you.
Let's see what's in here. And see if we can figure out what is actually Starscream Wife's. So, the very first thing in here is on the top. Ooh, actually, this is very nice. Really. Of course, you guys know that I customize a lot. Tester's paints.
Oh, nice.
That's nice quality. Thank you very, very much. Very, very much indeed. Really impressed with that. Now, I don't know exactly what's yours in here. Now, I don't know what this is. Is it? I don't know what this is. Oh, yes, I do. Look at that. This is no way. Where did you get this from? Is Maximal 10 still here? Where did you get this from?
It's a neon paints for your G211.
Neon paints for my G211. Is this supposed to be Vector Sigma and the key to Vector Sigma? Is that what this is? That's so cool.
That's what they're saying.
And the key is die cast too. That's really cool. Really, really cool. I absolutely dig this. Now, I don't know if Starscream Wife knows. Vector Sigma is what gives them all their personalities.
Oh.
And the key is what activates Vector Sigma. Basically. The bot, who is the other person there? GotBot, who is the other person there? The other person here is my wife. It's Starscream Wife. It's Starscream Wife. Penderil. Key to Vector Sigma. Wow. Really, really impressed. I'm just kind of looking at the chat here a little bit as we go.
He said he got it in the 3P part slot.
Wow. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. Okay, the next thing. Oh, I looked at one of these. It wasn't this color, but I feel like I feel like I feel like somebody sent me one, or you gave me one last year, or I don't know, but I feel like I've looked at something like this, if not one, but I feel like it was a different size. I'll be interested to see this. Oh, Starscream Wipes is labeled. Oh, okay, good. Starscream Wipes is labeled. Well, then I don't think it's this. What the heck is this? I don't know what this is or exactly what it turns into. It's definitely a robot, and I don't know what this is. There's a few. This is some sort of a combiner thing. This is going to be like Sad Nexus Prime. Just you watch. This is going to be like Sad Nexus Prime. Yes, you did give me the fake Cosmos last year. That's what it was. The packaging was like it. Let's see. Oh, this might be Starscream Wipes. 2 Starscream Wife. My apologies for... I can't read it. It's too dark for me. And my eyes are too bad.
My apologies for tormenting GotBot.
Oh, you're never a torment. You're never a torment.
Oh my God!
Do you know what it is?
I can see one thing, and it looks like Sailor Moon.
Well, we all know that Starscream Wife is a big Sailor Moon fan.
Oh, look how cute they are. Okay, you're gonna have to show.
Okay, so
I got
let
like
me
a
show
little
this
Lego
first.
Sailor Moon.
Oh, you do have like a little Lego Sailor Moon. That's really neat.
I have 2 Lego Sailor Moons, and they have different faces.
You know what though? Like, I don't know if anybody knows, but up here, Starscream Wife has a very small collection, and there are a couple of like minifig type of things up there. That's really cool, actually.
Look how little this Starscream is.
And a little tiny
and I got
Starscream.
one with
Can you guys see this?
I got like a little statue with a crown and a cape.
Wow. Oh, and a little coronation Starscream. Right? Which makes sense because her ringtone when she texts me is Starscream saying, "I declare myself the new leader." Or I nominate myself the new leader. Whatever it is. You know the quote. I also have... I actually can't wait to review this. I've seen Graham review these. We all know Graham the Collector 75, right? Graham is such a good guy. It is basically a purple KO of G1 Thrust. Yeah, we're going to see how this goes. I've heard the plastic is not good, but I'm really intrigued to actually look at it myself. We actually have what looks like his missiles. We have the fists over here. This is going to be something. This is going to be something. Okay. And then the last thing in here, I'm actually gonna put my work guy in that bag, and I'm going to try and put some of this in there. So one thing there came from work, and then it's Starscream Wife's thing, and then it's mine. The paint really got me blown away, and the Key to Vector Sigma thing. He gives me some stuff that's rough, but every year, boy, I tell you, he pulls through with something really special. Let's see what's in this box. I don't know what's in this box. What in heaven's name? Wait a second. What is this? What is this?
It looks like little Constructicons.
It looks like little Constructicons, but I don't have a clue. What am I seeing here?
She has different faces too.
That's really neat. I'm impressed with
I'm
that.
gonna put on her laughing face.
Like, there's a blaster here, and hold on, because there's multiple bags here. Wait till you guys. I don't know what this is. If somebody knows what this is, you're gonna have to tell me as we go through. Okay, so there's these hands, and like thumb and hinge on the first finger, and then I think the other ones are one
Derpa sticker.
I'm not even sure if it's. I don't even know if he's derpy, man. Honestly. Tiny cons. They are tiny cons. You got Slipstream. Yeah, I guess I kind of do have a Slipstream, a generic thrust. Yeah, I guess I kind of do have a Slipstream. And I know I'm missing stuff here, guys, in the chat, and I apologize. AliExpress Cheetor special. Dennis is in no way home as MCU Uncle Ben. I'd be Uncle Ben. I'd be happy to be Uncle Ben. Now you can load them up on Omega Supreme and send her to the moon. I could. Wait till you see these, though. So, okay, so I guess I'll go. I don't understand what I'm seeing here. And they're all in like sealed plastic. And they feel hefty. I gotta rip one of these open, man, just to show you guys. This is not. Somebody has to know what this is. Somebody has to be able to tell me what this is. Like, what is this? It there's arms and there's ball joints and it feels robust. And the head can go. Is it G1? Is it supposed to be a G1 version? I mean, there's knees. That's definitely Devastator's like waist piece. I don't understand what I'm seeing here. I gotta rip out another one. Oh, she looks good. She looks good. Like, here's Hook. Like, it goes up and like this. No, what Maximal 10? What is this? My friend cried more when Rodimus Prime went off. He's not answering. How to print individual guns? Yeah, for them. Like, they're small, but they're not bad.
Looks like a KO of the Legend Scale Devastator.
It's not bad. Is it? There's a couple of Legend scale Devastators. Is this Hulky? Is this going back? Is this Hulky from a couple of years ago now?
It's a 3P Devi, but it's meant to be sold one bought on a card like a Montoy.
It feels exponentially better than Montoy. It feels much, 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 much better quality than Montoy. Like this lifted, like this has heft for the size.
Yeah, it is. I like it.
I'm really, really intrigued by this. Like, I'm intrigued, and I don't know what else to say about it than that. I think this is supposed to go on the back. Yeah, that's supposed to go on the back. So, like, okay, so the Devastator, I guess, waist piece goes on the back, but like forward, back, out to the side, 90 degree at the knee, arms go all the way around, out to this. It's a 3P Devi, but it's meant to be so. It's impressive. I'm impressed. I'm looking forward to checking this out. I'm really looking forward to checking this out. And all 6 are there. The parts are there. I'm really intrigued. Is it Hawkey? Apparently, what did he say?
Apparently, that animal bot I gave you has a die cast part. Have a magnet on hand when you pop them out.
Okay, will do. Will do. That's wild. That's really wild. It's an undersized DX9 Hulky. I own the set. It's decent for the price. Oh, it's an oversized Hulky. It's an oversized Hulky. I'm impressed. I'm intrigued to see what this is like when it goes together. I'm really, really impressed. Well, mine had been broken. Today marks a day in history. Your what was broken? Your Hulky? Are you making the other one?
This is the other one.
Oh, let me show the other one. This is the other one. It's not bad. Like, it's not bad. I don't know where they came from, but that's really cute.
Yep, and they got stands.
Yeah. You should see her. She's over here now, a big smile on her face. Not quite as anger raged as you were earlier, are you?
Leave me alone.
Okay, so my favorite component, I'm really impressed with that. And we have one more box. This just came today from our good buddy, Ultra Megatronus. This is the last thing, and then we can get out of here. So far, what we've seen is a Montoy thing. We've seen some questionable other bots. We've seen some testers paint. We've seen an impressive Devastator there. Honestly, I'm looking forward to reviewing that thing. I really am, because I'm impressed by it. Oh, also, before I open that box, I wanted to talk about this. Of course, you guys know that I now have this guy. And, like, I always loved the original. But I'm not going to pretend, and mine's customized, I'm not going to pretend that having him bigger isn't better. He's still a little light. He's still a little too light for true Voyager status. But he's definitely much more than a deluxe. Like, yeah, I mean, he's got to be a Voyager. And there is some interesting engineering here. It is surprisingly not the same as this thing. But a big shout out to Masterfire. Masterfire, and he did his with Shadow Panther. But Masterfire did... I guess we'll call it a fix, a mod, where the head can come up easier than it did before. I think. I just want to, I got to get the sides open. And the whole headpiece now comes up easier than it did before, because this peg has been on mine now almost all but shaved down. A lot easier to go down, a lot easier to get up. So big shout out to Masterfire. I think it will save the head. Does it save the Cheetor? So we do have the Tigertron coming up. Things I like, things I don't like. I'm glad he came with the gut gun. I don't understand why it's not really his gut. Just throwing that out there. I'm gonna put this down. Okay, so let's get to the last of the unboxing, and then we can get out of here. What about an orange Tigertron? I mean, I don't need an orange Tigertron. He wasn't orange, so it's not for me. But if it's for you, cool. I love my little toys. Want to bring back GPS, and we need to bring back GPS and Transformers. It was a cool gimmick. Kids and collectors would both enjoy. I saw some Sailor Moon figures in my market, but I didn't buy any. Dennis' opinion, who is the better Optimus Prime voice actor? Oh, look, to me, Optimus Prime will always be Peter Cullen, but Optimus Primal will always be Gary Chalk. Fair question, though, Ford. My package came. Yes, sir. Came just today, Ultra Megatronus. Not into Beast Wars, but I'm not going to lie, that looks good. I love Beast Wars. But, I mean, to each their own. Gary is great. Gary's wonderful, but I think he's most iconic as Primal. And I look forward. I'm sure that over the next week, we'll see the message from him and David Kay, because they do it every year. Kenna Post just said scored. What? To doing any custom? No customs work. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what our buddy had in here. Now, Ultra Megatronus. First he has. Hold on. First he has. I gotta lay this down. A little note in here, and it says "Merry Christmas." Oh, I'm not going to read the note yet because it ruins part of it. Hold on. Hope this item, I'll say, is good to have for your collection. And may this other gift bring you as much luck as it has brought me throughout the year. You know the story behind it. You didn't. You didn't, did you? I know what it is. I know what it is. I know what it is. He's had a lot of luck, but I don't have that flap open on the box to see. But the first thing in the box here that I'm very intrigued by is, speaking of Cheetor, is Cyberverse Cheetor. Really intrigued to take a look at this guy and see how he actually compares with the Kingdom, because the Kingdom didn't blow me away. I believe that this guy could be better. I believe he could be. And I bet you I know what this is. It is. It is the famed and fabled G.I. Joe Snake Eyes Funko Pop that has been the source of good luck with packages and their travel. I guess he had the best of luck for this one getting here. I'm a Joe fan too. I'm a Snake Eyes fan, so I'm okay with this as well. there you go. What a wild holiday haul. Huge thank you to my Secret Santa. Huge thank you to Ultra Megatronus. And of course, a huge thank you to Maximal 10.
Thank you.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, merriest of Christmases, happiest of holidays. We will be back here next week. I don't know if it'll be regular time or not because it's going to be what we call Tibbs Eve here. I might do it on Wednesday. And just, we'll see. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. I got to get some food. Starscream wife got to get some food. It's been a blast. I appreciate you guys coming by as always. As always, thank you for giving me some of your very valuable time. I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams right here on Thursday nights, usually, at the stop motion premieres, like tomorrow night when we premiere A Very Transformers Christmas, probably one of the most fun ones I've done, even though it's one of the shortest. Or, of course, the old-fashioned way right here inside the videos. And I know I did it a little out of order because tonight I think it was very important to end with me saying, don't forget that somehow, some way, each and every day, especially around the holidays, each and every day, you right there, each and every one of you, you guys do make a difference. Happy holidays.